You've taken your first step into a larger world.
Oh, yeah. It's my first NeoPixel smooth swing lightsaber. Let's take a look. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano, and I've got my first higher-end lightsaber. The company Saberforms, you can find them at saberforms.com. They reached out and they said, hey, we would like to send you a lightsaber. Pick a lightsaber, we'll send it to you and you can talk about it on your channel. So I went to their website and I looked around and I said, this is right up my alley, because it's not replica lightsaber. So some of the custom lightsaber companies make replicas of ones we've seen in the movies. I'm not into that. That's why I don't collect the Galaxy's Edge Legacy sabers. I do the toys. I like the toys where you can like mix and match pieces, kind of like Savi's lightsabers from Galaxy's Edge, where you can mix and match pieces. That's more my kind of thing. But as far as higher end, not toy lightsabers go, Savi's has kind of been where I've peaked, right? I didn't really go much further than that. I've got a couple other custom ones from other companies, but they're very basic, just like flashlights, turn them on, but they have heavy dueling blades, that kind of thing. This is my first ever lightsaber that's got a true smooth swing. I know I reviewed the budget lightsaber a year or so ago. That it does not have a blade that is a pixel blade. This includes a pixel blade from Saberforms. And while this may not be the latest and greatest Profi board with all the fancy bells and whistles and everything, it is a big upgrade over Savi's for pretty much the same price as Savi's. And I think the quality on this is much better. So I went with one called the Redeemer MK3. And I mean, just look at this thing. Let me see if I can get you any closer. There we go. Just look at this thing. The machining on this thing is gorgeous. It is beautiful. The balance in the hand, it's heavy, but it's not too heavy. It's slightly lighter than a Savi's. Like, honestly, in the hand, the Savi's with no blade feels heavier than this does. And that's one of the complaints people have about the Savi sabers, is that they're clunky and they're a little too heavy. Look at the thickness on that. Look at that. It's so much thicker with the Savi's one than this is. This just feels good. It feels balanced. Look at this ignition. Oh, yeah. That's good stuff. I'm going to turn it off real quick. So one of the cool features that it has is, see that little light up ring right there? That, it lets me pick the sound fonts, but it also blinks to tell you if you've been holding it for long enough. So I'm going to hold it for 2 seconds, 2 blinks, and I'm going to change the sound font to the next one. It includes 10 total. 1 blink, 2 blinks. Ahsoka. So I'm guessing this is going to be white. Oh, yeah. That is gorgeous. And then, so when I'm not moving it, you can hear it. This is its default Ahsoka sound. The harder I move it, the louder it gets. It's that smooth swing. If I move just a little bit. See, you can tell the difference. It does have flash on clash. This one's going to be hard because it flashes white. So I don't know if this particular font is not supposed to flash white because it is white. You know, it'll flash this way. So if you hit the button once while it's on, it does blaster deflection. Now, there are certain boards that'll do blaster deflection on different parts. This one is a more basic. So on the Saberforms website, there are 2 options. There's Premium, which is what this is, which means it does have a pixel blade. And then there's NeoPixel Eco, which is a little over $100 more. I think it's about $120 more. And that one has a board that has a lot more features. It looks like 16 different colors with different like lighting up effects on that one. This one comes with 12 different colors and 10 different sound fonts. In fact, let's change the sound font one more time. 1, 2. So it was Darth Vader's voice, but he's talking to Luke, so this should be green. Oh, yeah. And that is a beautiful green. This is one of the green colors. There's one that's a deeper green. Again, you hear the hum, and then you hear the smooth swing. Now what's cool is while it's on, if I hold it for those 2 blinks, we'll go 1 blink, 2 blinks. Now I can change the color. So now it's that deeper green. Now it's more of like a pinkish kind of color. We've got an orange. Really, I like, you can see it more on my skin than you can on the blade with the way the camera picks it up. This is a purple. You can definitely see that on my skin. It's got a purple kind of tint to it. This is a yellow green, not regular green, not the same green that it started with. It's more like a yellow green. This is more, I would say this is more like a magenta color. Kind of like my shirt, but maybe a little bit brighter because it's a light, obviously. This is just white, plain white. We've got red, of course. You got to have red. Then we've got blue. I like this blue a lot. This is a really good blue, especially on camera. It looks really good. And then we're over to yellow. I think I might have cycled through all of them. This is a light blue. This one also looks really good. I like this one a lot too. And then we're into, this is the lighter green, and then we've cycled back now because I haven't hit it again. It's going to go to a deeper green. This is the lighter green. And that, you see this tiny shift? This is a more like potent deep green. And this is probably my preferred color out of all of them on this blade. Oh, and notice that the smooth swing's not on because I'm still in color changing mode. So I'm going to hold it for 2 blinks. And now we should be back. Nope, I didn't do it. So I'm going to cycle back through. That green, okay. I'm going to hold it for 3 blinks. 3. There we go. Now we're back. Cool. So again, I can double check by hitting the button once. That's blaster deflection. Now if I hold it for 1 blink, I can go into lockup mode. Isn't that cool? Like, sorry, I should have given you a seizure warning first. But that's so awesome. And again, that sound is really good. That smooth swing's really nice. But the thing about this really is the craftsmanship on this. This feels so nice in the hand. You can tell. The reason I picked this one is because it was to me, one of the best looking ones on the website. And I was like, that's the prettiest one. That one's got more of a light side kind of feel. So that's why I went with it. And I honestly thought, based off the pictures they have on the site, I was like, there's no way it looks that good. The pictures are right. It does look that good in person, and in your hand it feels good. So this one costs, what is it, $219 for this, which is the exact same amount as a Savi saber. But with a Savi saber, if you want different colors, you have to buy more crystals. So that cost goes up, right? And you only get, same with the sound fonts. Your sound fonts change on a Savi saber, but you got to buy $15, $15.99 now a crystal to change those colors. Or you can go with something like Crafted Core, which has dual-sided. Again, those costs vary. This thing is awesome. I'm going to go through another one of the sound fonts. 1 blink, 2 blinks. General Kenobi. So it was Grievous saying it, but it's going to be blue. Oh, yeah. Just the way this thing ignites. And again, that blaster deflection is a different sound on this font. Ugh. I love it. I love it so much. And it takes 4 of these to power it down. The way it powers down, too. It's so good. Okay, I'm going to do another font.
I've been waiting for this day for a long time.
Kylo Ren. Let's listen to that growl. Oh. You hear it? And the harder you swing, the louder it gets. Very subtle. I love that. Let's do a lockup. Off. I'm going to hold 4 blinks to turn it off. The other thing is because it has that blinking light feature, it's so much easier to use. So I bought a budget one off Amazon that works similar. It has some of the similar fonts to it, but the light happens here. It happens only inside. There's a bulb inside. This thing was about $100, right? I think you can get them now from like 70 to 100 in that range. And the thing about those blades is there's nothing in the blades. There's nothing. It's a hollow, empty blade. You can see down to the end. And all it is basically like a flashlight. It works like a fancy flashlight. It gradually lights up, and this thing carries light perfectly fine. This one has actual sections of the blade that light up, similar to Savi's, but not quite the same as Savi's. Let me see if I can do this without knocking anything over. I want to show you how a Savi's lightsaber lights up. Let's lock that in. My custom blade with some hot glue on it. Now you can see here, it lights up in sections. Let's do it again. It's going to go cook, all the way down. You see when it comes back down. This one is so much smoother. Ugh. And I hold it down. You can watch it come back down. I'm going to change the font one more time. One-handed, so you can see how easy it is. Finals. I think this is Ray, right? Oh, yeah. Yellow. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Now, this is purple, so I'm going to change the color to purple. 2 flashes. Now I can cycle through my colors. That's purple. I'm going to hold for 3 flashes. 2, 3. Okay. So now, we're on purple. You guys can't see it here on this camera, but I'm going to get my phone out, and it'll give you kind of a better look at how I'm seeing it. And you can see there is a difference. There is a big difference in quality on how these things light up. So this is just using my iPhone camera. On the left, we have the Saber Forms Redeemer MK3. On the right, we have a Peace and Justice Savi's with my custom saber with hot glue on it. They're both on right now. So I'm going to hold this button down. It's going to come down. See the way that goes? And this one I'm going to turn off. And it goes in sections. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Clunk, clunk, clunk. Clunk, clunk, clunk. And then just take a look at this one. So much different. So gorgeous. I mean, for the same price. These two things cost the same. $219.99. Now, when you order this, it does come with a couple things. It comes in a box, a nice little lightsaber box, kind of a generic box. I mean, it's not Star Wars branded; it's third party. You can hear some things rattling in there. It comes with a set of screws, and it also comes with a small Allen wrench so that you can lock in the blade. You can make sure everything's good, and it comes with a charging cable. Take a look there. It's a very, very simple thing. Charging cable. It actually just plugs right in, right onto the lightsaber itself. Boom! There you go. You let it charge for a couple hours, and then you get a couple hours worth of use out of it. I think it says 2 to 4 hours of charging equals 2 to 4 hours of play, I believe is what it says on here. Let me look. I'll double check. Yep, 2 to 4 hours, and it can be used for 3 to 4 hours when fully charged. So, it's back on again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold it twice, go through another font. Padawan. I think this one's green. This one is green. Okay, I'm going to power it down. We're going to cycle through all the fonts eventually. Very nice. We'll do 1, 2. Qui-Gon! Now this is a different color green. It's that deeper green. There's our blaster deflection. I love that effect. It does have the flash on Clash. The one I tried earlier was white, so it didn't really work on that font. It works pretty well. Now, I have had varying results depending on the font. Sometimes I'll hit it and it'll make the sound, but it won't light up. Or I'll hit it and it'll make the sound and it'll just dim a little bit. And then sometimes it flashes white. I don't know if that's on purpose or if that's a defect, but the Emperor. So we know what color this is going to be, right? Oh, yeah. I just love the way this thing looks. Oh, man. And again, the same price as a Savi saber. Gorgeous. Comes with everything you need. Even comes with a little instruction sheet. Basically going over how to use it, which I've detailed here and kind of showed you the range of what it does, how to change the fonts. Let's change the font one more time. 2 blinks. Vader. That smooth swing is so good. I like that blaster. Let's do a lockup. So cool. I'm going to power this one down. We'll go through, I think, 1 or 2 more fonts, and then we'll call it. Okay. I like, ooh, the way that sounded coming down was good. 2. Ben Solo. Were we here already? Did we already do Ben Solo? Oh, yeah. Blue. See, it made the sound but didn't light. It dimmed. That time it went white. That's so cool. All right, let's power this thing down. Go through one more font. 1, 2. Ahsoka. I think we're back to where we started with white. Ahsoka. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is another thing that I really like. Okay, I'm going to power it down, go to the next one. This is a feature that's really cool. Probably the last feature that I haven't mentioned yet. We'll do 1 and 2. So we're back to my preferred color of green. Okay, check this out. This is the button. My fingers are not going to be on the button, right? Swing to ignite. So if you just have it kind of down, you can swing it and it'll ignite. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to turn it off and I'll show you. Okay, look. One-handed. There you go. And it ignites by swinging it. That's really cool. Now, if you want to turn it off all the way so it doesn't do that on accident, you can hold this thing for 10 seconds and it'll power it down completely. But real quick, while it's off, I showed you that holding it for 2 blinks will change the sound font, but you can also change the sound volume. For 1 blink, high volume. Mute. So now if I ignite it, it's not going to make any noise. It's silent. It still has the features. It can still do the blaster deflection, but it's not making any noise. So that's if you're like at a John Williams in concert and want to have your lightsaber out but not annoy people with the sound. That's perfect for something like that. All right, so I'm going to, in order to get the sound back, I got to turn it off. Okay, still technically on, but it's like in standby mode. And I'm going to do 1 blink, low volume. So now it's on low volume mode. That's quiet, and I'm going to put it in high volume mode. Maybe you'll be able to hear the difference. I can hear it in person. High volume. Oh yeah, that is a lot louder. Okay. I love this thing. I love this. This is such a good lightsaber. Now, one thing I did a little research online because I was like, this looks kind of generic, and I know I've seen it somewhere else before. So I looked online and I found a couple other places that are selling this exact same hilt. One of them is about $10 cheaper, but it works the same way my budget one does, where the blade just carries light. It doesn't have any pixels or anything in it like this one does. So already this one's a better value. I found another site that's selling this thing for, what is it, almost $360. It does have a NeoPixel, but it's the same thing. 10 fonts, 12 colors. And then I found another website selling this exact same one, and theirs is $360.95. And theirs doesn't say, it does say NeoPixel with Profi board. So we're talking $220 versus another $120 for that Profi board. So you can go base lit on the other one and it's a similar price. So either way, this is the best value that I found for, I'm looking at my screen there because I'm cycling through. But this is the best value I found as far as this particular design goes. I like this thing a lot. This has become, for now, my go-to lightsaber. I'm probably going to pick something else up that does have the NeoPixel Eco to test that out and see how that works. I might even get another one of these because you can unscrew the bottom, and if you buy 2 of them through Saberforms, they will give you a $50 discount off the total price and throw in a coupler so you can add the 2 together. So that's a pretty good deal too. So guys, check out saberforms.com. I'm actually going to put my affiliate link down below. They let me set up an affiliate program. That way, if any of you guys end up buying sabers through them, which I do recommend because it's very nice. Shipping came very quickly. It like literally was just a few days, like not even a week, and it got to me. Which is nice because sometimes with these custom saber companies, they can take a long, long time. And I can't recommend this enough. I really, really enjoy this. But these, like I said, this is my first steps. This is the base level of a pixel blade. I know these things do a lot more. I know there's those Profi boards out there that have crazier, wilder effects. I'm going to have to give them a try. But for now, until I get there, I am very, very happy with this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Do you like this? How do you think this stacks up against Savi's for the same price? I think this is rad. I rate this one rad, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already part of the Sad Baby Squad. And remember, if If you can inspire people to do cool things, make awesome stuff, just be cool parts of the Star Wars fandom community, then be the spark. Don't be a moof milker.